Tonight they are sleeping. Tonight I'm training them so that they can transition from taking feed 3 times to taking feeds 2 times in a day. So tonight is their second day of the transition. So a day before yesterday, they also sleep in the night without taking feed. Yesterday, I gave them feed. This evening, guys, as you can see, they are sleeping or they are here without feed. So it's part of the transition process from them taking 3 feeds a day to 2 times of feed a day. Obitex from Nigeria, welcome. So guys, these are your birds. They are now 7 weeks, some are 6 weeks, some are 5 weeks. So some have entered their 8th week actually. So officially some have entered their 8th week. And then you can see them. They are here plenty. They are about 86. They are 87. We lost one. 86 left. And then that cage contains the week 3 ones. Okay. They are also in their cage. Okay. So tonight I just want to share with you how you can actually get 500 chickens from just 10 hens. Muslima, thanks for joining. So how you can actually get 500 chickens from 10 hens within 180 days, within 6 months. It's doable. Okay. These guys you are seeing here, I got them within 40 days. I was able to get over 80 chickens. So I can share with you the process and what I'm doing. Okay. So the first thing you do is have a plan, and then the plan should consist of the system you are going to use to get the birds. And then the system I'm using to get the birds is just simple. You know, for you to start a chicken farm, either you start from getting day-old chicks, or you start from getting point of laying, or you get the growers. But here, for us starting a chicken farm, for us to get 500 chickens within 180 days, what we are going to do is we are going to get the 10 hens that are at the point of laying. Those are the hens we are going to get. And then after getting the 10 hens, you can see them. After getting the 10 hens, then we get a rooster. Okay. Now the rooster among the 10 hens will be mating the hens, and then from the 10 hens we'll be getting fertilized eggs. Okay, so don't try to complicate the system that you don't have an incubator. So how are you going to make it? You are going to make it, okay? Because all the chickens you are seeing here, all the guys you are seeing here, I have them, or I hatch them without using an automatic incubator. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, you just need to go and watch the videos about the system I'm using to hatch these particular birds. I'm just using an automatic incubator which I've made from a box. These chicks have been hatched from a box, and then some of the hens also hatch some of the eggs. Okay, so we need the roosters. We need a rooster among the 10 hens, and then these roosters will be mating, or the rooster will be mating the hens. Okay, and then 10 hens can actually give us at least, a hen can give us at least 12 eggs in a month. So if you have 10, that means you'll be getting around 120 eggs within a month. Okay, now the chicken eggs cannot be kept for a very long time. If you want to have a very good hatching rate, you can only keep the eggs for at least 10 days maximum. That is what I am doing here. Yeah, I'm sure. Welcome. Lucky, welcome. So guys, I welcome everybody to tonight's stream. So we can actually get 120 eggs, but we are not keeping the eggs for long. So what you are to do is you are going to be incubating the eggs in batches. Okay, the system I'm using is just simple. How I'm able to get this number of chickens within 40 days is you'll be incubating the eggs in batches. So after 7 days, starting from the day you started picking eggs, you keep the eggs for 7 days. Okay, and then on the 8th day, that is when you incubate the first batch of the eggs. So if we have 10 hens that are laying, within 7 days, if we are getting a minimum or a maximum of 12 eggs, or averagely we are getting 12 eggs in a month, that means 7 days we'll be getting around, if 5 of them are laying in a day, we'll be getting around 35 eggs or 30 eggs. So we'll be incubating those eggs on the day 8th. Okay, on another day 8th, so we'll repeat the process. We start picking the eggs again. We count another 7 days. On the 8th day, we incubate the second batch. So if we incubate the first batch, after 7 days interval, we are going to incubate the second batch, another 7 weeks interval, the third batch, depending on the container you are using for your incubator. Okay, so making an incubator is something simple. You can go and check the process out in one of the short videos that I've posted, or one of the long videos that I've posted. You can check how I am incubating my eggs using a manual incubator, or an incubator that I've made manually. Okay, so you can go and check it out, how I'm doing it. It's something simple you can do. So depending on the size of your container that you are using to incubate the eggs, if it can contain 120 eggs or 100 plus eggs, that means you are going to be incubating in 3 batches in using that particular container. But if your container can only contain, let's say, 60 eggs, then what you are going to be doing is you are only going to be getting 2 batches in that container. So you need a big container that can contain at least 120 eggs. Okay, 120 eggs. A container that can contain 120 eggs. So if you incubate the eggs in batches, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, then the 4th batch, then in the process of incubating the 4th batch, the first batch will hatch. Okay, the first batch will start hatching, and then within 3 days they will all hatched. And then if you have a good hatching rate from the 35 eggs or from the 30 eggs that you've incubated, you will get at least 20 to 25 chickens. Okay, so let's say we are getting 25 chicks from our batches. So batch 1, 25 chicks, and another batch, after 7 days you get your second batch, after another 7 days you get your third batch, another 7 days you get your 4th batch. So within 2 months you'll be getting at least, or yes, within 2 months from the time of incubating the eggs till the hatching period, you'll be getting at least 100 chicks, 100 chicks, if we are getting averagely 25 chicks. Okay, so you'll be getting 100 chicks on average. So if you compete and you do the math well, within 180 days you'll be able to get 500 chicks. You'll be getting 500 chicks, and then by that 180 days, your first batch of chicks that you hatched, the batch 1, batch 2, they will start to lay eggs. That is the secret about local chickens. Okay, that is, you like the bird so much, Saha, welcome. So that is the secret of local chickens. They can easily multiply. Okay, so getting 500 chicks or chickens from 10 hens and a rooster is possible. So all what you need is a plan of how you have to incubate the eggs. Okay, the plan. So you need to make a manual incubator. Here, let's say you don't have money. If you have money, then you get at least the 120 capacity incubator. Or if you don't have money, you just make an automatic incubator, but you make sure the container is sizable enough that can contain at least 80 to 120 eggs. Okay, so and then you begin to incubate the eggs in batches. I've shared this with you so you can re-watch the video again. So it's something simple, but the plan is on the incubator. And then if some of the birds become broody, you can actually use some of the birds to also assist in the hatching. Okay, because it will come to a time where the birds will hit their peak in terms of laying eggs. So if you are picking 4 or 5 eggs averagely a day, it will reach a point where we'll be picking 7, 8 eggs a day. Okay, if that point comes in, then you'll be having some leftovers after day 7. So actually some birds, if they become broody, you have to be giving some of the eggs to them to also hatch. You can use at least 3. So if you give 15 eggs to the 3 of them, you are getting 45. They'll be incubating 45 eggs, and in the process you get like 30 or 35 chicks. So the process is fast. All depends on how you are taking care of the plant that you have. So everything revolves around planning on how you are going to be incubating. And then the next thing is, whenever you are incubating your eggs, guys, you have to learn about how to brood the chicks. There should be mechanisms of brooding the chicks. The guys you are seeing here, the chickens you are seeing here, are being brooded by myself. And then whenever it comes to brooding chicks, guys, it's not easy. It's not simple. So you actually need to learn about brooding. And then you cannot learn and have the requisite skill in brooding without practice. So the first batch of chicks you have, you just need to avail yourself and learn about how you can brood, how to set your brooder. So in my case, what you are seeing here inside the cage here, this is the bigger cage, okay? So this is the bigger cage. Inside this particular cage, we have another cage inside, and the chicks are inside. When we go inside our room where we have our incubator, we have another brooder box there. Okay, I have a simple brooder box. So after the chicks have been hatched, I brood them for 1 week inside the room. Okay, because the room contains a very good temperature that can help the chicks. So I brood them inside the room for at least a week. So I have a brooder box which can contain at least 30 to 40 chicks at a go. So after week 1, then I'll bring them to this particular cage inside for a bigger space, because after week 1 they'll be developing, so they need a bigger space. So I always bring them in here. So I'll raise them inside that particular cage or brooder box or brooder cage, how you want to call it, for another 14 days. Then 14 days, after 14 days, I let them out into the bigger space here. Okay, inside that particular cage we have their light, and then the brooder box, or how you want to refer to it, brooder cage or what, it has been covered, and then there is a light, water, food inside them for the chicks. Okay, so after the birds are 3 weeks old, then they will come outside here, like what you have seen in yesterday's stream. You see them outside in the bigger cage. So when night falls, they will go back into the cage, and then the week 6, 5, 7 ones will come back into the cage if you don't have enough space. So you can see how I'm actually managing the space, and then how I'm actually scaling up the farm. So everything revolves around planning, and then you can actually do it from just starting from 10 hens and then a rooster. You can actually get 500 chickens within 180 days. And that is the process we are up to, and that is what I'm up to. That is what I'm going to share with you. That is what you learn. That is what you are going to see on this particular channel. So currently, someone asked yesterday, how many chicks do I have currently? So from the first batch, second batch, third, and then we have the fourth batch hatching now, we have about 202 chicks. Okay, these ones, they are already chickens. So the first batch, they are already chickens. So batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, and then the fourth batch, we have at least 22 chicks inside, and I'm brooding. So in total, there are about 202 chicks currently here within these few days. Okay, so guys, that is what I would like to share with you, and I hope you are learning something from the streams. Guys, if you join the stream, make sure to learn something, and then I will entreat you that you must, it's a must, if you want to raise chickens, do your due diligence and do a research. Do a research about the breeds, and then what I'm sharing here on the channel is about the local chicken breed. You can see them. So people should stop deceiving you that our local chickens don't grow fast. They also grow fast. You can see them. Week 6, 7, 5, 8. You can see them. a second batch, they are in their 7th week. Third batch has entered their 6th week. So you can see how they are growing. You can see them. See how they are very beautiful. See. So please, can you show us the product box and then the incubator box? Yes, that I will reveal it to you in tomorrow's stream. So get ready for the product box. But these guys, I hatched them from the box. You can go and check it out in one of the videos I shared with you. That is the homemade incubator. If you see the thumbnail says all. So you can check the box I'm using at first to hatch this batch of chicks. Okay, so guys, this is what I would like to share with you. And before we hit 6 months, you'll see whether we'll get 500 chickens. And then also before I leave, you can see the roosters among the hence the roosters are not many. That is my prayer, that the roosters should not be many. So God is answering our prayers, but we have these roosters among the hens. And if you want to buy it, you are living within my catchment area. I'm in Ghana, precisely Volta region, Agbosume. If you are within my catchment area, let's say Akachi, Joche, Aflau, Agbosume, Denu, Kleko, if you are within my catchment area and then you want to get these roosters, guys, just contact me and then I will send them to you. Okay, I will deliver them to you. So the roosters are now up for sales, and then you can come and patronize it if you are within my catchment area. Okay, so that is what I would like to share with you. And also, if you like to get my chicks, these are my own breeds. Okay, those that want to learn about how I'm breeding these white chicks, how I'm getting the white chicks. If you want to learn about the system I'm using to get the white chicks, a lot of white chicks, then just contact me. And then if you want to get the week 4 chicks, the week 8 chicks, contact me for a deal. Okay, but for now, I cannot deliver like 100 chicks or 200 or 500. But if you want to start your farm with, let's say, 50 chicks, 20 chickens, I can actually help you with it. If you are living within my catchment area and you want to start your farm, guys, these chicks, you can contact me and then I will deliver them to you. Okay, and also, guys, you know, this is a project and we want to encourage people to venture into local chickens. That is why I'm taking my time to show you the process, everything that is involved. So those that will help us to get the incubator, I pleaded with you the other day that at least we need 1,000 capacity incubator so that I can be able to hatch the eggs, because now we have at least the parent stock, about 50 plus parent stock. So now the eggs are getting more and more. Okay, I'm just sorting them out and I'm selling the rest. So we actually need about 1,000 capacity incubator that we can use to hatch the chicks. If I'm able to hatch the chicks, then I'll just deliver the chicks to those that want to farm. Okay, so it's a system that we want to use to help a lot of people venture into local chicken farming, which we don't want to charge anything at the starting point. So it is your help that will make us progress. So if you don't have any money to donate, or if you don't have anything to give, guys, don't forget, just join our Telegram channel and make sure to share the videos in your WhatsApp groups, your Telegram groups. Just share the video with your friends, share the video on Facebook, share the videos on TikTok. If you are a big channel, just give us a shout out. If you are a big channel on TikTok, you can give us a shout out. You can just help promote our channel so that we can be making some money from YouTube and TikTok, and then we use such money to help others that want to venture into local chicken farming. Okay, guys, this is what I would like to share with you. If you are interested in helping us, our doors are open. Our aim is just to get a 1,000 capacity incubator, which is around $1,000. Yes, $1,000. That is the cost currently, because the dollar to the exchange rate is fluctuating. So approximately $1,000 will be able to get a 1,000 capacity incubator in Ghana. So if you want to assist, guys, the doors are open. Just DM me, contact me, and then I will share everything that we discuss with the community members, and then we look forward for how we are going to begin the process and how we are going to help others. Okay, so guys, this is what I would like to share with you tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this time with me. I love you. This is your friend Isaac from Sinai Farms. Here we raise local chickens. Here we preach about local chickens. I love you. See you tomorrow.